Mingshan community, right next to Songshan Airport, is Taipei's first American-style model community built as part of an urban development plan. The neighborhood is renowned for its lush greenery and cozy, artsy atmosphere. Veggie Island, delicious plant-based dining in Taiwan. This bakery is an absolute must for travelers visiting Taiwan. It's fully vegan. That means no eggs, dairy, or honey in their pastries. Green Bakery was founded in 2014 by pastry chef and owner Isabella, right here in Mingshan community. The bakery has earned a 5-star rating on the popular vegan site Happy Cow, and Isabella was also awarded at the 2025 Asia Vegan Awards. Before becoming a pastry chef, Isabella was actually a graphic designer. Her love for desserts, the environment, and zest for life pushed her to dedicate over a decade to researching and developing plant-based pastries. She challenged herself to use only plant-based ingredients and make everything from scratch, refusing to add any artificial additives or preservatives. She got creative and developed recipes using ingredients like pumpkin, almonds, cashews, walnuts, pecans, pumpkin seeds, and coconut oil as alternatives to traditional dairy products. With just these natural ingredients, she's able to create stunning eggless vegan cakes. So we have Isabella with us, the chef owner of Green Bakery. And now we can see all these plant-based desserts. All plant-based, no dairy. That means no milk, no butter, no eggs, which is very challenging to start with when you make desserts.
有一次买南瓜回来，然后我在煮南瓜浓汤的时候，在那个搅拌的过程中，我看到它的黄色。 然后闻到它的香甜味，我想说，那是不是南瓜也适合来取代鸡蛋？像这一款它的蛋糕，黄色的这个，它就是用南瓜做的。整个的香气啊，或者样子跟质地，软绵的质地，真的非常好，非常棒。上面是用地瓜来做的，对，你可以试试看。 那这个是百香果口味。
The texture was surprisingly moist and delicate with a subtle hint of eggy flavor. What a delicious cupcake. I'm very curious about this pink cake.
这个是植物的 cheesecake。
哦，这是 cheesecake。
对，没有腰果去打。
那它的 下面也是
坚果跟果干，然后天然的颜色，火龙果跟草莓。那这个就是完全 gluten free 的这样子。丰富。It
has rich, complex layers of fruity notes mixed with a nutty aroma. So good.
这个栗子塔，但它非常的香。
At Green Bakery, everything is made with fresh, natural produce. They even reduce the sugar so the natural sweetness of the fruits can really shine.
这个吃不出来是纯素的，
对，又脆又酥又香。
对，真的是又脆，但是又很绵密。
对。
Next up, Isabella told us this cake was by far the most challenging one to make in her vegan baking journey. And the first thing you'll notice? Everyone's favorite cookies, Oreos.
宇宙酷霸这款蛋糕呢，原先是要做给父亲节推广的。其实从蛋糕到奶油，它都是用最新的手法。
The vegan butter made from cashews and soy milk is whipped for hours. For the Hojicha chiffon cake, she uses 3 plant-based proteins, chickpea, pea, and potato to replace typical egg whites. Finally, she adds the freshly brewed Hojicha for its deep, roasted flavor.
为这是父亲节的口味，所以我用到了蛮多比较阳刚的食材，包括我使用到了味噌，这样的比较日式的口味加进去，然后还有巧克力啦或坚果类的这个风味，然后又跟国际的 Oreo 品牌来合作，让纯植物的蛋糕可以好好的被介绍出去。
I'm very surprised that this is all plant-based.
对我来说，这一款蛋糕我一定要介绍给你试试看。
试试看这个奶油。
对，一个真正能够打发的鲜奶油，但是成分上又是绝对天然的，是不是入口即化？
Wow, this cashew and soybean blended cream, super creamy, but it has that little nutty aroma to it.
空气
Yeah, but
感
it's still very airy and
对
light. 好软。
你可以大口一点，感受一下那个软绵的效果。
It's a dessert, but it's creamy. But there's miso. It's kind of confusing, but I love it. Vegan Oreo. It tastes more like a little sponge cake.
软蛋糕的概念。
These 3 desserts are inspired by Taiwan's mountain forests.
So now we have the nature right in front of us as 3 little desserts. These represent the forests in Taiwan. This is where Isabella puts her visual designer ideas
是，
in her desserts.
这是一整个系列都是关于台湾的山，这是高海拔、中海拔跟低海拔。
From
这样的
high
设定。
to low.
那玉山的话，它其实对我来说，它就是一个有下雪、很冷的一个高山，然后上面有柠檬的风味，然后下面绿色的地方是我用台湾的地瓜叶来做。
The shape is inspired by Taiwan's highest peak, Yushan, also known as Jade Mountain. The white, snowy peak is made with locally sourced lemons to create that tangy, refreshing alpine feel. The bottom layer uses a blend of Taiwanese sweet potato leaves for a fresh herbal flavor, which complements the rich black sesame filling, symbolizing the rocky terrain. The green crust at the base represents the surrounding plains.
So this is like an art on a plate. I don't want to ruin this. Oh,
芝麻在里面，
the sesame paste represents the mine in the mountains.
那你可以尝一口试试看。
Okay. So on top is this very fresh lemon.
I have to say, the flavor combination of sweet potato leaves with the black sesame really reminds me of strolling through a forest.
这个 brownie 啊，很多我们的客人都很好奇，你没有那么多奶油，没有鸡蛋怎么做？那其实它就完全只是靠天然的我们台湾的豆腐来做。它这个上面是用有机的豆浆，下面是用有机的豆腐。
The star of the brownie is the organic Taiwanese tofu as well as pine nuts to represent the pine forest, topped with a pine cone made from chocolate ganache and chocolate cornflakes. It illustrates the importance of pine trees in our ecosystem.
We're going a little bit lower to the pine forest.
Yeah.
Now we have a pine cone on a brownie, which is a tofu brownie.
像生巧克力啦、豆腐做的 brownie 啦，它两个都是很稀有的。
When I took a bite of this brownie, pine cone, the pine nut is also inside.
它是蛮浓郁的巧克力风味。
And the chocolatey, crispy pine cone gives it such a playful touch. This sponge cake is made with matcha powder.
这个组成呢，其实大家看到绿色的部分，我们是用抹茶蛋糕，我们还加了海藻，加了海藻进去，可以让它颜色可以维持在很绿的状态。
Start by carving a hole in the center of the matcha cake and filling it with passion fruit cashew cream. Then blend some of the matcha cake into fine crumbs to coat the outside. Finish by decorating with sugar pieces and rose petals before placing it on top of a butter cookie.
然后上面有米做的这个落叶，然后来营造它这种在森林里面这种苔原的生态。
Now we're moving down to the plains. This is a moss representing cake.
对
This is made with rice.
对 rice， 其实风味没有到很特别，对，就是个脆脆的。
This reminds me of shrimp crackers a little bit. This has a forest fairy vibe, very delicate, very moist. I can already tell. This is cashew cream.
对，
There's a very strong matcha taste, and the bottom, the breton. Is there cinnamon in there?
yes，
Right? There's this very
cinnamon.
strong cinnamon flavor with the
对
matcha. It complements the matcha so much in just one bite. So flavorful.